The Angry Bagel guy is calling in.
Hey, Chris.
Chris, and
Hello?
I'm glad that you're calling in, Chris, because I was a little worried about you because I saw somebody sent me a tweet that your Twitter account that was run by your management team. You guys remember Chris, the Angry Bagel guy? He was in the video, and then he's been in studio a couple times. He's hung out with Mary Jean. But you had a management team that came with you when you were in studio, and the tweet came out that said that you and your management team had parted ways and that you were no longer part of your Twitter account.
That's correct.
So wait, they won't give you the Twitter account?
Well, I'm not allowed to mention their name anymore, but we're basically, parted ways, peacefully. But
It didn't sound peaceful. The way they described it, it sounded like it was an ugly breakup and that they felt mistreated.
No, that's totally inaccurate. First of all, I was living in the Florida room of Sean's house. He was very verbally, constantly abusive to me, saying, "I'll punch your fucking face," just to be an asshole. This other guy heard the whole conversation when we were on the phone with him. Basically, they took a picture one day of me in my underwear, and they never fucking authorized it and publicized it all over the internet.
Oh boy!
They were videotaping me sleeping. I never fucking authorized it.
Right.
Okay. Then, but anyway, basically it was a whole thing. It's a disagreement. We're not doing business anymore.
Good.
My new Twitter is at King Chris Morgan. That's my Twitter. It's going to be everything when they remake all the pages. They never even gave me access to passcode to my own shit. I never even knew what they were posting. I don't trust them anymore.
Well, why won't they give you your Twitter account? There's really there's nothing they can get out of it. Have you asked them for it?
Exactly. That's what me and my friends were like. What the fuck are they gaining out of this shit? Nothing. But anyway, no. The one other guy I'm working with who's going to be an investor who didn't do it for particular reasons, not mentioning his name, we kind of branched off. I'm handling everything on my own and with him, and that's we're working with each other solely now.
Are you getting your cameo money? I know you're doing a bunch of cameos. Is that going through the old management?
No, I haven't. No, I used to do them. I don't do them no more.
How come?
Well, before I parted ways, they died down, the cameos.
Oh.
There wasn't any left. So if there is any, I'm not aware about it.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay. Well, you're not doing. You are seeing the money from them.
Well, no. They paid me all up for whatever they owed me.
Okay. All right. Good.
That's fine with that.
That's good. I always worry about that stuff.
So again, the Twitter is at King Chris Morgan. Everything's going to be King Chris Morgan.
It's you with a crown. That's the picture. Is you with the crown? Right.
I reckon so.
So you should know this stuff, Chris. You should be in on that. You should make sure that this is the right one and you're giving out the right one.
You got to be hands-on with your career, Chris.
You got to be hands-on.
Oh, no, I am.
Good.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
if I may, too, the cleaning company I have, my name is Clearview Cleaning.
Right.
The number is 631
Okay.
805
Okay.
7239. If anybody needs their house or business clean, I do that.
Okay.
Please
Clearview
contact
Cleaning.
me. Right.
So-
Again, 631-805-7239. Now, if you like, I can retort to Mary Jean's BS. Okay?
Okay, all right, this is good. Okay, well, I'm glad you're calling in because yesterday we talked to Mary Jean on the... Okay, good. I'm going to just let everybody who didn't hear...
We just want to update people who might not have heard that segment.
Yeah, Mary Jean called in. We talked to her for a few minutes yesterday, our friend Mary Jean, because Chris has been hanging out with her. He met her here on the show a couple of weeks ago. They hit it off. Mary Jean is a very, very beautiful woman. She's an adult film star. She is Chris's type. Chris was in here talking about how he liked large breasts. He liked a big booty. He liked all that. And Mary Jean's got all of that. So they hit it off. Chris ended up going to Mary Jean's beauty salon that she runs. And from what we heard, Chris showed up very, very early, 2 hours before the store even opened.
At 8 a.m., yeah.
At 8 a.m. And then Mary said that she didn't say the relationship was bad, but she did say there were multiple occasions that she had to block your phone number because you would not stop texting her and insisting on answers immediately.
And I did ask her, Chris, if you were... Again, I didn't know. I said, was he being a dick or was he just being a little overeager? And she goes, he was really nice, just a little overeager. So she didn't shit on you.
But she did block him
I know
multiple times.
I know that. But
Stalker status.
You know what? Yeah, no, that's a lie. I didn't tell her to answer me now. I have screenshots of some of our texts anyway that I have on my phone.
Oh.
And I have the so well, anyway, here's the deal. So she starts at the day that we met when we left the studio and we went like our ways. She goes, "So nice meeting you," and I go, "All right, I'll see you soon." And then she starts attaching hearts right away. So I was like, "All right, whatever." So then she eventually starts calling me and texts babe. Like, what would any guy think when you talk to me the way you do on the show, all the sexual things she would say, and then call
what was
me
she saying
babe?
sexually?
Yeah. What'd she say?
Like on the show, like she goes, "Oh, Chris, you staring at my tits?" And then when I was imitating hitting the bong, and she said, "Oh, I thought that's how he meant. I mean, he was going to eat my clit." Like, come on, like what the fuck is this shit, right?
I see.
So
She's
then-
got you all
so
worked
then-
up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So then she goes, one day I'm at a park in Long Island,
Mhm.
and out of nowhere she goes, "Can you come by tomorrow to hang out?" I says, "Okay."
That's
So
nice.
then she texts me a few minutes later saying, "Oh, actually, I got to come in today. Come in today." It's okay. That's when I went in and I heard I bought everybody pizza. She gave me all the services of her salon. So everything went great. I loved her grandmother. I loved her mother. We all got along great.
So
know?
you're thinking
You met the family.
You're thinking number one, we already talked about, cunnilingus. We already talked about, looking at breasts and everything.
Ass eating, fucking, sucking.
Sure. Now I've met the family. So clearly I was invited to the beauty salon. I met her whole family. We discussed cunnilingus.
Yeah.
Clearly something is popping off here.
Right. Well,
Right.
listen, obviously she's beautiful and every guy in the world probably wants to, with her. But I from meeting her personality, how some people you almost feel like an immediate chemistry. It's beyond her looks.
Sure.
Like, I really liked her family. I like her a lot. So
Would you say, Chris, that and I don't want to put like a word on it, but would you say it was starting to become love?
to me it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially meeting the family. I mean, I've been friends with Mary Jean for 5 years. I've never met her family.
Wow.
Really?
No, no.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I've known her for
know that.
a long time too. She's been great friends with the show.
Sure.
Has tried to grab my genitals on occasion.
Yeah.
I've not allowed it.
Sure.
But I've never
Never.
met her family, and I don't even think we've discussed cunnilingus in those kind of details, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, in any event, we never spoke anything about that outside of the show. But anyway, so what happened was, so one day I decided, I go, let me show up just to surprise her, and it's a nice thing. So I left Long Island early. I thought she opened at 10 o'clock.
Right.
So I get there early. Now there's a store, like a place to eat next to hers, where this old man was bringing all the sodas in. I felt bad, and I'm like, oh, let me help this guy. So I go and I start bringing all the food in for the, whatever, like for the stock, and then the place, the eatery near her, Nuevo something.
Right.
I became friendly with them, and my other phone was ringing. Let me shut this thing off. Anyway, so I was helping the old man bring all this stuff in, because he was an old guy, and they love me, and I got a bunch of stuff there. They only charged me $10. So now the shop opens. And I had flowers with me, and the mother, I'm like, oh, she's like, oh, she's not coming in today. I says, well, so eventually I hung out with the mom for a while.
Mary Jean's mom.
You just hung out there.
Yeah, just bullshitting. And then
So let me ask you this, Chris, because I get what you're like.
Wait, hold on. What time of morning is this?
Wait, let me tell the story. So then I was out in the front of the store, like trying to help get customers and stuff, 'cause
Wait, how?
How? we have to ask how, Chris.
No,
What were you doing?
Well, in other words, like if people walk by, I go, hey, hi, how you doing? Strike up a conversation.
Sure.
I'm like, me, I was on the Bagel. Oh yeah, and I'm like, this is my friends, Paul. I'm like, they give great service. They're nice people. If you ever want to get service done, you can take all the photos with me you want. Kind of like a bargain thing, trying to help them with business.
Like, hey,
I
you can have
see.
a photo with me if you patronize my friend's business.
Yeah, so I actually
Sure.
had a couple of people go in and ask some questions about their services. I brought them in. I just go ask her, meaning her mom.
Right.
I literally got them in the door to talk to them.
What did the mom say when you were kind of just there hanging out? Was she happy to see you? Was she a little confused?
No, and she didn't seem confused. As a matter of fact, I even asked her. I says, "Oh, when Mary found out, and she, like, she's not like freaked out. Is she okay? Because if not, I'll leave. She says, no, you're okay. I says, okay.
Oh, good.
And as a matter of fact, the first time I was there, I wanted to leave, and she said I cleaned her shop, which I did, but not because I didn't want to leave. I actually wanted to leave 3 times because I was tired, and she kept saying, no, don't go. The third time, she grabbed my wrist.
Who did, the mom or Mary?
No, Mary. She goes,
see.
no, you're not going anywhere. You stay here. I'm like, okay. So she's full of shit, number one, on that.
Did you start to think, Chris, because the way I'm getting this, and I'm pretty good with vibes, did you start to think, this could be a potential boyfriend-girlfriend situation?
This might be the makings of a relationship?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So
Okay.
that's the way I'm going in this. So,
I see.
Okay, so after I left the shop, she was texting me, and she's like, oh, my God, she's like, you were at the shop, oh, man, that's so, oh, my God, you got me flowers, too? No way, blah, blah, blah. So then she goes, let me go. I want to FaceTime my mom so I can see the flowers. She did it. I heard she put the pictures of it on her page. I figured everything was cool. So now about 3 days goes by, and I go, hello, good morning, how are you? Nothing. After 3-4 days, I asked her, I says, I'd like to take you to a nice dinner and maybe some golfing someday if you're interested.
Dinner and golf.
No,
yep. That's nice.
It's great. And if she is not available, Voss will go out with you.
Right, still no answer. So now the 4th day comes, and finally that's when she texted me, oh, we got to talk. And I'm like, what do you mean we got to talk? And then I says, you know what? If you want, I can read the text verbatim if you want me to.
Well, did you
put them on.
Did you post this YouTube video of the texts?
You see it already? The screenshots?
Yeah. Well, it's
that's
more.
all from it.
Yeah, it seems to be a YouTube video tweeted from your link.
Right.
You tweeted a link to a YouTube video, and it is your entire conversation with Mary Jean.
And I also tweeted like some response videos. But again, when I went there the first time, okay, I went in. I'm making a video. This is her salon, and I got about 4 inside videos nobody's seen. When I was there, she's going ah! She's jumping up and down like a child.
Right.
Then when I come out of the bathroom, her and her friend are turning around and are shaking their ass at me. I'm like, what the fuck is all this provocative shit? So after she blocked me, I'm like, what's with all this? Are you teasing me? Are you just out for my clout? I called her an effing whore now. I'm pissed at her.
You did. You called her effing whore. But you
Yeah,
didn't say,
I did.
did you use the word or did you say effing?
Say F apostrophe
No, I
N.
did. No, you see it in all those texts.
We haven't read them yet.
Well, after you see like the 3 hearts is right around when she blocked me, because I can tell she blocked me, because when you send someone a text, you see that it was delivered and then read. Well, now it wasn't even say delivered, and I put 2 and 2 together and go, what, she blocked me over 4 texts?
Okay, let me read a little bit of this, Chris. You texted her.
Let's start with the beginning.
You called her. Okay, yeah. So you sent her a smiley face.
Yep.
This is on Saturday.
4:25 p.m.
Right. And then you wrote, hope you're okay. Haven't heard from you in like 4 days, LOL.
Right.
Got a comedy show tonight. Some other appearance gigs, too.
Right.
The bookings are rolling in. I'm no longer working with,
Blank.
and we took the names out.
Right.
So I'm working with Bill and Romeo. How have you? Oh, good. You're putting your career in the hands of Romeo.
Romeo,
That's
yeah.
good. And then you wrote just like you said. I'd like to take you to a nice dinner sometime and golfing if you are interested.
Oh, you did say that. Okay.
And you didn't. That was it. That was Saturday.
Now, no response.
Monday comes around.
Right.
Hang on.
Right.
Let's go back to it. Monday comes around. You write, I guess you're not coming on the fishing trip? Just please.
Yeah, we had.
Go ahead.
Right. I have a friend of mine whose friend I just met as a boat.
Oh.
And we had planned, and she was very excited. And she's like, we planned it for October 5th. So I told her, I says, this is about a few days before all this. I says, we got to if you're going to drive out, meet me in Freeport. You got to be here at 5 a.m. Never responded. She said she wanted to go on the trip. She even texted me a while back. Oh, well, I says, let me know because I'll bring somebody else. And she goes, oh, tell that. She assumed it was a girl. She goes, tell that slut I'm going. That's why she texted me, but I don't have a shot at that.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, all right.
That
sucks. All right,
sucks.
She goes, I'm definitely in. I goes, I'm so excited. I can't wait. So,
How come you don't?
So, yeah.
How'd you lose the screenshot of that?
What was weird was
Tell me.
when I scroll up now, some of the texts are gone. Like they're not there anymore.
Oh, no.
I don't know what happened.
We gotta get in contact with Tim Cook on that.
Maybe
but,
were you maybe a little tipsy and you deleted them in an anger
No.
or frustrated rage?
No,
No.
not at all. It's something
No.
with my cell phone. I don't know where the fuck it went.
Okay, so
know.
She did respond.
We got to update. I guess you're not coming to the fishing trip. Just please let me know so I can invite my friend then, please. And then she responded.
Yeah, she
And
wrote.
I say, please.
She wrote, "I'm not going to be able to go. We need to talk right now. I'm running late. I'm dealing with some stuff." That seems reasonable.
That seems reasonable,
What the
yeah.
hell is she talking about? Yeah.
Well, she just said she can't talk right now, and then it looks like you responded, "Yes, we do. This goes both ways, because I'm dying to know just what the hell I did to you besides being a gentleman. And by the way, it's always about you dealing with stuff. So have I. Ever since I bought you fucking flowers, you ghosted me. Something I don't take nicely, babe. Heart, heart, heart." It does seem like you're flying off the handle a little bit, Christopher.
Yeah, it seems like you're being a little angry over. Look, no guy wants to hear from. Hold on, Chris. No guy wants to hear. Hey, I'm got some shit going on. It's a little, no guy likes that. But if someone's at least answered you and told you that, this seemed reasonable.
Sometimes they have shit going on.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That I don't have a problem with.
Oh.
What I have a problem with is because she reminds me of how all these women have treated me all my life. And
yeah, but you can't take out your past traumas on Mary Jean.
Yeah, Mary, you
that's
can't.
Not fair.
That's not fair to come in and then get mad at her because of stuff other people did.
No. Well, if you let me get to what I'm getting at.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
What I'm relating to what she's done,
right.
How she's behaved, relates to how all the other women have like fucked with my mind. So between her, call me babe, heart, shaking her ass on these videos, and after 4 little texts, it's like, you blocked me? I'm like, I bought you flowers. It was good to your family. You blocked me over text? Like, what the fuck is that? That's overreacting.
Well, I think it's because it continued after the babe. Like, you weren't done yelling at her for telling her that she had some shit going on. You wrote, "All that teasing from you. Why did you ever talk to me? And don't text me that I just wanted to be friends bullshit either. Clout chaser. You women just love lying, manipulating me, fucking with my head, emotions. I must be the most ugliest and pathetic sucker on earth then. I've done nothing but treat you and your family and coworkers with love and respect and tried getting you customers, but yet this is your retort? Amazing. And telling me on Norton Show." By the way, Chris, we do have to talk about the name, but that's besides the point.
Chris got the name right.
Well,
Chris is a good boy.
There is an issue, but
telling me on Norton Show,
right?
Oh, you're saying it should be the Jim Norton Show?
What's the same thing he did at his comedy show?
Telling me on the Jim Norton Show.
Late. I was half asleep.
No, but, I mean it's the same. It happened at the comedy show too. But wait, that's besides the point. You love me, stare at my tits. Oh, that's how I thought he was going. Well, you wrote
to eat my clit.
Yeah. Pressing your ass up against me while taking pics after the show, but it's just friends, right? Now, all these texts
4 question marks
are coming one after another, after another, after another, after another, after she said, "We have to talk, but I'm busy right now."
Right.
I've got to deal with some stuff. So you could see
there's one more there.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh, and then and shaking your ass at me at your shop, but I shouldn't assume you like me, right? Now, she hadn't responded to any of these.
No, because that's when she's had me blocked. Basically, I think she's like, what is she really doing? What is she up to? You know what I mean? Like, is this all bullshit just to fucking get me for her to ride my... Because I got way more viewers than her.
Well, you know what she was doing yesterday?
What happened?
You know what she was doing yesterday?
No.
She was hanging out with Troy.
Oh, well...
Oh, did you see Mary Jean yesterday?
Yeah.
Ah.
She went to the San Gennaro.
I just saw it on Instagram. That's why I was like, so Mary's doing fine.
Oh, yeah. She seems great.
Okay, good. You guys had a good time?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that Mary Jean wasn't distressed. I was worried that all this was stressing her out, but she's totally fine?
Oh, she seems fine, yeah.
Did she bring this up?
She mentioned him briefly, but just kind of in passing.
No. Anyway, what were you saying, Chris?
What was I saying? I don't know. Just, you know what? It's like, it just seems like women in general could just, like, do whatever they want, act the way they want. And then when we do anything she's acting like these girls on dating sites that are overly sensitive. Like, one little thing annoys them, or you send 2 texts in, like, a minute. They're like, they run away. Like, what is happening to people today? They're so overly sensitive and giant fucking pussies. Like,
that's
grow the fuck up and grow. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Grow some fucking skin, for God's sakes. Like, one little thing that ticks them off, they forget about all the good shit that you do for them. It's disgusting.
So wait, let me ask you, Chris. You sent these text messages, and did she got after you said shaking your ass at me? But I'll assume you like me, right? What happened after that?
Nothing. You want me to read you some more texts after that?
Or Troy has them. We can just let him play. We're trying to get to the next.
That's all he
Oh,
the rest of that is vocal responses from Chris.
Oh, okay. So where did you leave it with her?
You on good terms?
Let's see, shaking your ass at me, blah, blah. Okay, this is the text that you didn't see, real quick. I basically told her that, I'm sorry that I snapped, but I think you're acting ridiculous. Prove me wrong. I've been used all my life. But you say I text you too much. You go on the show. You're making me look like an ass. I told her to shove the flowers up her ass.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And basically, I says, you said I didn't want to leave the shop because I didn't want to leave. I said, no, stupid.
Oh,
and that's how I explained that she wanted me to stay there, basically. And then I went on to say, you're a cock teaser. You're a cock teaser. You don't fucking answer my shit.
Wow.
4 days, not a hello. That's basically it. Like,
do you think that there's at all a possibility that maybe you came on a little strong?
Not at all.
Oh.
She came on strong on me on the fucking show. She's grabbing my friend's dick and fucking, come on, dude.
You talking about Romeo?
Fucking slut there. Huh?
You talking about Romeo?
She met him on the show.
Right.
But Romeo never went to a salon, though.
Do you think possibly you got mad at her too fast? Like she might have had some shit going on, and maybe you got a little angry just because of shit other people have done?
Like the egg whites thing.
I'm not mad that she's got other shit going on. I'm mad that after I buy her flowers, 4 days, I'm like, are you okay? I was concerned about her. And then I see she's reading, and all of a sudden she's not responding, and I'm like, she won't even give me an explanation. This is before she finally told me we need to talk. I'm like, what the fuck is going on
right
here? Like, you don't even say your GM good morning, and she's always, I'm busy, I'm like, she's really busy. I'm like, I don't buy that crap. Everybody's busy. Everybody's got shit going on. You can't pick up the phone for 5 seconds and type GM? Give me a fucking break. I don't buy that shit.
Now,
that's selfish to me.
Chris, do you ever think to yourself, why do I feel like I'm more angry than the average person?
Because I keep getting fucked over and manipulated by these goddamn women. That's why, bro.
Now, do you think she meant to manipulate you? Because she doesn't seem like that type. Does she seem like...
I didn't read that either.
Yeah, do you think that she meant to?
I didn't either.
Oh.
I didn't either. But now for her to overreact over a couple of texts driving her crazy, like, there are people that drove me crazy. I didn't block them.
Well, you told him to put the flowers up there.
Although you did block the one guy you had been in business with. You remember he responded to you an hour later, but you had blocked him?
That's true. Who?
You were it was a YouTube video. You were outside his house yelling at him because he owed you money.
Yeah, that's scumbag. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was what you said, Jim. You said,
you fucking dirtbag scumbag.
That's true.
No, listen,
and Jim is right about that. You did block him after about 2 hours of conversation, and he said, I was trying to pay you back, but you had blocked me.
Oh, well, no. We were going over like an invoice, and he wasn't like responding to something or something. So I blocked him, and I'm like, "Where's this invoice that you claim I owe you thousands?"
Right.
I see.
Dude, in that video, when you scroll down to the comments, when that first came out, there's a guy that knew him, and he wrote this whole paragraph that guy was corrupt. He left a lot of people's homes demolished. He took their deposit and never fucking fixed their homes. So eventually, he was unlicensed. They busted in his office. They busted him and took all of his computers. I didn't know that.
That's neither here nor there, but where do you think you are right now with Mary Jean? Are we trying to make this right?
Are you trying to make... Yeah, are you trying to make up, or has she got back to you?
No, and after she sees all the texts and calling her an effing whore, she's probably not going to want her. But you know what?
That's tough.
That's fine with me, because let me tell you something. I really, really liked her a lot.
Yeah.
I told her, I think your parents are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Your families are... I texted her that. I said, I love your family. They're awesome. They're so cool. But sometimes I would just hear in there text something, and she just wouldn't respond. And I'm so sick of the stupid bullshit.
But Chris, sometimes, Chris, that maybe you got to give people a little leeway to be like, because we're all fucked up. So sometimes maybe when you meet someone, you got to realize they're bringing in baggage and you're bringing in baggage, and sometimes you got to give people a little bit of leeway. Things develop slowly.
No, I totally agree with that, and that's fine. But the fact that the main thing that hurts me is that not a hello in 4 days. Like, come on, not even a good. Like, to me, that's just fucking rude.
Oh.
And that's what set me off.
But Chris, generations are changing. You also, you strike me as a guy who's quick to get into a relationship. Nowadays, you're meeting more people, you're talking to more people, you hang out with somebody, you could go a couple days without talking to them again.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have just anything. Even when I asked her to dinner, like, do you want to maybe get dinner and go golfing?
I remember
No
that.
answer. The one thing I fucking hate is when you don't respond. And if I did come on a little strong, justifiably so, as I told you,
Right.
the way she was talking to me on your show, and then shaking. I have all the inside. When I go to see you on the show, I will show them to you off the air, the videos I made of her and her coworker shaking her fucking asses, acting. And then she's washing my hair. I made a video of that. She's flicking her hair and all high, like acting like all like this happy kinder candy store that I'm there. I'm telling you, I have them on my phone, dude.
Yeah.
Well, she may be happy to
acting like
see
fucking
you,
crazy.
but that doesn't mean that she's ready to jump into a committed relationship with you.
Yeah, maybe she has some other
That's
stuff going
fine.
on.
That's fine, but then don't dance around and shake your fucking ass at me. Don't send hearts and call me babe.
Troy, you were
Your girlfriend to do that shit.
Yesterday
you were
at the-
hanging
at
out
the-
with her yesterday.
at the festival.
That's correct.
No,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
No, Troy was. Our staff member, handsome. He's a really good-looking guy, tattoos, tall. Troy was hanging out with
So
her.
the festival, they serve food and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What did you text her? She texted you back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
What did you say? Do you want to go to the festival?
She said, hey, do you want to go to the festival? Because it was right down the block from me.
Sure.
Oh, so she actually reached out to you.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll go.
So you
Yeah.
went. Had a good time?
Yeah, I had a great time.
Oh, that's great.
And she seemed to be in a good place.
Yeah, she was in a great place.
Okay. That's great. Did she seem busy or not that busy?
I mean, I'm sure she has stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, though, like last night, because I was like, hey, have you seen the Bagel guy? Talk to him and stuff. You know, she had nothing but nice things to say. She didn't say one bad thing about him.
Which is interesting.
She
'cause
spoke nicely of you, Chris.
I feel like if I got all these texts from somebody, I wouldn't.
Sure.
I wouldn't feel good about them.
Nothing. Not one
Well, I
bad
don't-
thing about
She's
him.
a really sweet person.
so
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, Mary Jean.
Yeah,
She's
so
a
she
great
spoke
person.
highly about you.
No, I heard the whole thing. It's just the
It's
one
ironic.
thing, like I said, was the whole, like the stalking thing or whatever, or text. I'm like, oh, you wouldn't? No, you got to answer me now. I never said that shit. You got to answer me now.
No, but I mean,
Bullshit, dude.
even to Troy, like in a private at the festival when he asked about you,
When they were hanging
she
out
said,
last night,
yeah, when they were
privately.
hanging out yesterday, yeah, when she called you, they were. She said nice things about you.
Well, good. She should, because I didn't do a fucking thing to her. Nothing.
Wait, Troy, you saw her over the weekend as well, yes?
Yeah, she came out to see Black Caviar.
Oh,
Just
you
the-
guys are doing a show.
Just the one
Yo.
time?
She's seen us 3 times. This is the 3rd time she came and saw us.
And so you've hung out with her 4 times recently?
Within the past couple of months. Yeah, sure.
Wow, okay. So she is around.
Yeah.
That's great. She's a good time, right?
Chris, why? Yeah, she is. Chris, if she just shakes her ass at you, why do you think that she owes you a good morning whenever you want it?
That's a good point.
Do you think it's normal for a girl to shake her ass at a guy she's not dating? That's manipulation, especially at me when she knows I'm, like there's possible clout and exposure for her in this.
But Chris, let me ask you
So
this.
if that's her motive,
Mm-hmm.
that really pisses me off.
But tell me this. I feel like you're being pessimistic.
Yeah,
Because, and I'll tell you why. Because you might think it's not normal for a girl to shake her ass at you if she's not dating you. But
No, I don't.
Isn't it nice to have a girl shaking her rear end at you? Isn't that a nice thing?
That's never a bad thing. Like no one's
Of
ever.
course it is, yeah.
I don't care whose ass it is either.
Right. Right.
I don't care if I'm in a hospice and she's shaking for other reasons.
I don't know, man.
So instead
You know
of
what?
being mad at Mary for, as you say, leading you on, couldn't you be grateful that she shook her rear end at you? She showed you some attention.
Like
I mean,
you're flirting. She's flirting and having
Right.
fun.
sometimes it's just fun to flirt. No.
Well, I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, especially her. I mean, who wouldn't want someone like her to fucking shake their ass at her? But
Well, it sounds like if she's not ready to marry you, you don't want that.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for marriage, but like I said,
Golfing.
from what's been done to me in the past. Yeah, it's like I don't know, man. I just feel like she knows I like her, If she's
Well-
teasing me, I don't fucking appreciate
I
it.
think the past, it gets to all of us. Our past sometimes creeps in
Oh, yeah.
and it fucks up the present.
Yeah.
Like I was going to get a tattoo years ago because I like to flirt, and it was going to be like a Lil Flirt. L''IL flirt. I wanted to get a little flirt tattooed because I like to flirt.
Right.
I still think you should.
I know.
Because you are a kind of a flirt.
Yeah.
And at first, I'll tell you,
On
between...
my taint.
But probably not going to say what I was going to say before anymore because of what you just said.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I couldn't it just be like, Chris, I think that you got to maybe just realize that some relationships are a little bit more casual
Sure.
than what you're ready for. And sometimes, somebody like Mary Jean might just have fun having you as a friend.
And then maybe it develops into something. Sometimes these things develop.
That's right.
I mean, how long have you been friends
I
with Mary
get it.
Jean, Troy?
Years.
Troy's been friends with Mary Jean for years, and they're just hanging out.
Jim,
We've been
you're-
friends for years.
You're friends with Mary Jean, right?
I am, yeah.
It's not like you and Mary Jean have jacuzzied nude together, have you?
We have, indeed, yeah.
Okay.
However, we did not have sex.
Ah.
We did jacuzzi nude. We did not have sex.
Okay, all right. That's actually great to bring up. Chris, you hear this. This is Jim Norton, who you decided the show is named after solely. Jim had an experience with Mary Jean. Mary Jean talked about how much she loves Jim. I love you, Jim. I love you, Jim. Jim said, thank you. That's very nice of you to say.
Yeah.
She came over to his apartment. She got naked and jumped in his jacuzzi with him. And had him get naked too.
Yes, my clothes were off.
And they didn't have intercourse.
We did not have intercourse.
And instead of Jim saying,
No way.
instead of Jim
No way.
saying,
Are you kidding me?
instead
No.
of Jim, saying nasty things about her and saying that she's a Jim Norton clout chaser, Jim said, you know what?
Oh, a cloud chasing to me about me. about
But
me.
instead of Jim saying that about himself, Jim said, you know what? I just had a wonderful rendezvous.
a delightful time in the jacuzzi, and I drained
Right.
the water and smelled the seat where she had been sitting, and I masturbated.
And that's it. And he's got that experience
And
under
I
his
came
belt
on
now.
my damp jacuzzi floor.
And isn't that great?
It was
You
wonderful.
know what I think? You know what I think? I texted her at the end. I said, you know what now? Don't text me unless you're interested in fucking me. That's it. That's what I told her.
Okay, see, that's
All
a
right,
little
what do you put on the table?
that's a little severe. Like, don't wouldn't you?
me,
What
pal.
I mean,
I don't sugarcoat nothing, baby.
I appreciate that about you, but don't you think that don't you think there is some merit? Okay.
Come to the honeycomb hideout.
That's right. Don't you? Okay.
Come to the honeycomb hideout.
Don't you think that there's
I'll
some?
hit it with the
Oh,
high. Go ahead.
okay. Don't you think that there's some merit to Jim's strategy, which is, oh, we had a good time naked in a jacuzzi. I'm not mad that my penis wasn't in her.
Yeah, I didn't care.
No.
Really?
Yeah, I was fine with it. I mean, but she didn't say that we were gonna fuck. We just hung out, but I
It's
care.
just, I'm going to quote the judge from Michael's video. You on drugs?
Come to the honeycomb hideout.
Yeah, so you're saying here, Jim is a little left of center. Jim's a little wacky for not getting pissed.
He must be. Are you out of your fucking mind? I'd be punching the wall.
No, I didn't care. I just tugged my penis later.
I have a question for
Sure.
question for Chris.
Go for it, Troy.
Chris,
You were hanging out with Mary
do you
Jean
think?
last night, right?
I was, yeah.
Right.
Chris,
You happened to bump into her down there, right?
no, she hit me up and was like, "Hey, let's hang out at the
Oh,
San
okay.
Gennaro Fest."
And she said, let's hang out again. Because, and you responded, okay, and you did hang out.
Again, yeah, we hung out
With
on
Mary.
Saturday night. Because
Oh,
she-
on Saturday as well.
yeah, because she came to the Black Caviar show.
Wow, so that's twice over the course of like 3-4 days.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay.
Chris, have you ever thought to yourself that it's crazy that this gorgeous girl is giving me attention, and maybe I should have a little strategy?
Is that a height joke? Little?
No.
Okay, good. Don't do
no,
that
no,
to
no,
Chris.
no.
Okay.
Do you ever think to yourself, like, this girl is way, way out of my league? Maybe I should just have a little strategy and play things a little bit different. Play a little cool. Don't come across so desperate. And when things don't go exactly the way that you think that they should go,
Right.
maybe you just back off a little bit and give her a little space. And, maybe it works out. Maybe she doesn't. But
But it's all
maybe-
good either way.
It's all good.
Yeah,
or
no need
maybe,
to get so angry.
Maybe 2-3 weeks go by, and she goes, "Oh, let me hit up Chris. Let's hang out again."
Right.
Maybe she's busy. Have you ever thought that could be a possibility?
Well, it was, but after all the shit I said, she probably ain't going to call me no more now. But,
Well, I don't
No,
know.
I-
What were some of the last things you said? What were the last few texts?
I think the last thing I said was, from now on, don't talk to me unless you want to fuck me. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to amend that.
And call her a fucking whore.
That's tough. Why
That's
don't
a
you
rough
text
one
her
to
again
overcome.
and say, Mary, I've reconsidered my initial offer. If you'd like to talk, I won't consider it, grounds for you wanting to have sex with
maybe
me.
you'd like to go for some dessert or a cup of Joe.
That's actually a good way to phrase it.
No, actually, I'm not interested in all that happy horse shit no more. I want to bang her and that's it.
Okay, well,
All
see,
right.
you can see where
it's a line in the sand.
it is. And it's fair that you're being honest, but you could see where she would find that less than
I
charming.
just want to fuck her brains out
Right.
over and over. I want her to squeal like a goddamn pig.
Okay, well, I don't think that that's probably going to happen at this point.
Well, you know what? That's fine, but you
Yeah.
know, I feel like I was teased. I mean, hanging out and giggling, you got the fuck, but shaking it. Come on, like I just met you.
So
Like,
you think that her shaking
me.
her ass at you was a promise?
Provocative.
It was so the fact that she was provocative. That's a promise for intercourse.
Yeah, I mean,
I
just,
see.
considering what she does for a living and stripping and
See,
Hey, but
that's a little judgmental.
You might
Chris.
be, and what happens is these girls always have guys expect to just want to fuck them. Sometimes they want to fuck you more if you're not pursuing them so aggressively to fuck, because then they get to know you and they're like, yeah, this is a guy I would have sex with. He's not like every other guy.
Yeah, I mean, think about it this way. Troy didn't hit her up. She hit up Troy.
Right.
I would imagine that the reason Mary Jean, on some level, keeps hitting up Troy to hang out with him is she probably would like to have sex with Troy.
Sure.
Don't you think so, Jim?
I would assume so.
Yeah, I would think so.
How could you not?
Yeah, I
Well,
would.
that's-
Handsome, he's funny.
Yeah.
After getting her flowers and all that makes me feel so much better. Really,
How would you feel if you
Troy,
found?
did you buy flowers?
I did not know.
No. Did you pay for dinner?
No. Actually, she bought dinner last night.
Dinner was on her.
And
Yeah.
I'm tired of watching all the taller guys always get these women.
How tall are you,
Yeah.
Troy?
6'2".
Wow, that's tall.
I'm tired. You see, she don't want me. She's fucking manipulating me for my fucking height, and I know it.
6'2", Troy?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have problems with women?
Usually no.
Being a DJ helps.
It
Yeah.
does help, yeah. And
Tattoos.
you also try to have a little bit of, like, when you're really attracted to somebody, you try to have a little bit of a strategy instead of just, when this person doesn't act exactly the way I feel that they should act at this exact moment, you just fly off the rails and just sink the ship. You gotta have a long-term strategy if you're really interested in somebody.
Well, he just wants to have intercourse with her repeatedly.
Why don't you just get a hooker?
Have you thought about that, Chris? Getting yourself a nice
yeah,
hooker?
maybe I'm paying somebody to toot on your penis.
I used to do that when I was younger, but you know what? To me, that's degrading. It's like I gotta pay for it. Like, no, I don't like that.
Where would you go?
I want to listen. I've been through hell my whole life. I fucking deserve somebody as goddamn hot as her. Okay?
And you like,
I-
and you like her
I was-
breasts.
What?
They're her breasts are the right size.
Well, yeah, I'm a breast guy, but listen, I've been through hell. I'm a decent looking guy, not
You're handsome.
Not shitty.
Mm.
Okay,
Handsome.
Thank you. I feel I deserve a goddamn good looking hot chick that wants to fall on me and fuck me a lot.
What would you give
I'm tired of
yourself?
watching the other guys. I'm tired of watching taller guys always get them.
Me
I'm
too.
fucking sick of it.
Me too, buddy. What would you What would you give yourself on a 1 to 10?
What do you mean? You mean looks and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say about maybe a 7.
All right, that's
Okay,
fair.
that's good.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's not too crazy, but it shows a good amount of self-esteem. I'd say a 7 is accurate. Maybe
you-
close to an 8.
Chris, do you ever worry that you might be suffering from some entitlement issues?
From what is it?
Entitlement?
What do you mean by that?
The way you feel like you are entitled to certain things, whether it be a certain
Yeah.
caliber
Oh,
of woman,
Oh, absolutely, I do. Yeah, absolutely.
and that's a good thing.
But after all that bullshit,
what bullshit?
just say all the bullshit you said you've dealt with. I mean, after a while,
Oh.
you just get frustrated.
Yeah, because I feel I deserve a fucking good-looking girl, a chick, man. I'm tired of settling for, girls that don't work and they're fucking fatter and they all this shit. I'm tired of it. I deserve a fucking. And ever since, and to fill you guys in on something,
Tell me.
I've only had sex with one person since the bagel thing happened, who was
Oh.
an older woman who wasn't even that great looking. And not, but all this other shit, all these women I met, I have not had sex with one hot girl. Not one. And
I see.
and let me tell you, okay, I've actually got mad tear-eyed over this. Said I don't want to, like, things like, you start to think everybody thinks I don't want to live anymore. Life sucks shit. because it's true. I'm tired of this shit.
Chris,
that
are you?
I am not, everybody has been out to fucking lie and use me like a clout chaser. Everybody.
Chris,
I've
you
not
can't
had one
be.
hot girl.
Okay, let me ask you this, Chris, because I don't want you to be suicidal because tens won't have sex with you. That doesn't seem healthy.
Trust me, if that's the way it should have been, I'd have been dead in 1988.
But the way you feel, like based on the fact that you're famous, you trying to use your fame to get women that are better looking than you would get normally.
Sure.
So
that's right, I do.
If you're using your fame to get that, how can you be mad when you meet women that also want to use your fame?
Like if you're saying, hey, look, I'm famous, you should fuck me, and they go, all right, you're famous, maybe I'll fuck you, and then you get mad at them, hey, you're only fucking me because I'm famous.
Right.
If they want to use my fame, go right ahead, but make sure you fuck me. And since
I
you
see.
didn't, they use me for. I'm not going for this shit. That's why I'm
see.
exploding. I have not had one fucking hot girl since this happened. Nobody.
And you
it's
thought
fucking shit that I'm tired of.
Why don't you do this? Do you have a Tinder profile? Maybe some dating profiles, and then maybe
I'm on. Well, yeah. Well, I had a Tinder. Nobody was responding, so I deleted that. I'm on OkCupid, right? Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys this. I was on there last night. Somebody is using Mary Jean's fucking picture.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you see, and people might think that it's not you, or that it's just somebody using your photo. So maybe you be patient.
Trust me, it's her. Because I reported it. I says I know this person, and this person's got to be used. It's a picture of her like putting her hand behind her head, like behind the wheel as she's driving. I'm like, holy fuck! Like that cannot be really her. You know, it's her, but it's someone else using her fucking picture.
I see.
I know.
Maybe.
I read the whole profile. I'm like, motherfuckers, man. But
Chris.
So I'm on OkCupid. I have 9 likes. Nobody. I recently had a conversation with this person who I was speaking to her like a year ago.
Okay.
She doesn't remember, so I told her who I am now. And then she's like, "Oh, where'd you go?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm right here. You want my number? Sure." So all of a sudden, a few minutes later, she deletes me. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Man, maybe
These sites are horrible, dude.
maybe she
I
got
can't get
intimidated.
nowhere.
Maybe she got intimidated.
Yeah, you know what's weird? Listen, I've asked out a lot of hot girls, and we exchanged numbers, and some of my friends said, I don't think it's the height. I go, well, what is it? They go, maybe they got freaked out. They talked to their family, and maybe they don't want the publicity. I'm like, oh.
Chris, what if it's your
That might be it.
what if it's your anger?
No, I'm talking about ones where I didn't get angry. Like maybe they backed out.
But they can look you up, and they might think, hey, if I don't fuck this guy immediately, he's going to yell at me publicly, and they just like, I don't need that.
Yeah, you are prone to anger.
Well, that could be too. Maybe that is the case. I don't know. But
Chris, do you
but
think
even before I became famous, I mean,
Sure.
same shit. Like all of a sudden they disappear. Like where'd they go?
Chris, do you think that with Mary Jean and maybe some other girls that you could possibly come off a little crazy?
Who isn't crazy, bro?
Right.
That's a good question.
that's
fair.
fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
Do you think that if you come off like Chris, do you think if you come off like a psychopath, that a girl may say that she doesn't want you to enter her vagina? Do you think that could be a turnoff to women coming across like a complete psychopath?
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Of course, yeah. But listen,
Right.
I'm not a psychopath, at all. I'm just tired of being manipulated, lied to.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of saw it like developing in that way because it reminded me of how I was treated by others in the past like that. So that's what I thought she was doing, especially now.
You got to let that go a little bit. You got to let that go a little bit. Or even if you don't let it go, don't let it bleed into every new person, because she's a new person. And whoever else you meet's a new person, so you can't look at her and blame her for shit that other girls did.
Chris, here's the thing.
No,
You are telling us that you only want a girl who is hot
With big
because
tits.
you deserve a hot, big-breasted woman.
Sure, and that's fair.
But at the same time, you're getting upset that women are not choosing to allow you to enter them because they're choosing guys that are more physically attractive than you.
Well, I don't know about that. They're not choosing that.
Of course they are. He said the height, taller guys are more physically attractive than shorter guys to women.
I don't know about that.
Have you found that to be the case, Chris?
Well, why do you say I don't know about that? What's your reason for saying that? I want to hear it.
What is it, Jim? It's
'Cause
your show.
I don't know if women judge that immediately. I mean, I've done okay. I'm not a giant guy. I'm like 5'6", 5'6.5".
No, but I'm talking about like 6'2" or 4'10". Like, which one are you going to pick?
Well, 6'2" kind of outdoes everybody. But I don't know if that's all they look for.
No.
A lot of times, someone
Jim,
like Mary
you're
Jean deals with crazy people in porn all the time and crazy people at the club. So sanity might be an appealing quality to her. Quiet sanity she might like.
Or be funny, be charming. Jim, don't you think being funny is important to
It's the only thing that's ever gotten me laid is being funny.
But I also think that you can't get mad if women are choosing to have sex with people that are more physically attractive than you if you only want to date 10s,
That's true.
right?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't say, dude. Listen. I didn't fill you in on this. When I was on dating sites, okay, if I see a girl where I like her face, which is the first most important thing to me, and her hair, and then she's got to have some breasts,
Tits.
I'm in. Now, if she's overweight, I'm willing to overlook that. Now, I've gone on dates with women that are heavier than me, and they weren't physically attracted to me. Well, I'm like, well, you've got to be kidding me.
Wait. So
You know,
wait,
it's
you went
funny
out with a heavy
you know,
girl?
It's funny, you guys. Listen, I gave many. I gave many heavier girls a chance, but
Right.
I didn't. And I'm still hitting heavier girls up on here, all kinds,
Sure.
from women that look like Mary Jean to overweight women. And that's how I made Howard Stern laugh. Was I went on the date one time, and she's like, "Oh well, my ex-boyfriend brought me to his private island." And I said, "Of what, peaches?" And that's when Howard Stern did his his laugh. So he cracked the fuck up.
So
Like,
wait.
here I am trying to accept a bigger realm
I can imagine.
of women, and then it's like they're too good for me. Either they're broke, they're not working, they're overweight. I'm in better shape than they are.
Chris, let me ask you.
They to put me the fuck down.
Did you
So
send
now
them
that's why,
texts?
I do deserve a good woman, a hot woman.
Yeah, do you send them texts? Like, what? The last heavy girl that kind of might have blown you off or turned you down, did you send her text messages?
I don't remember, dude. It was a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Too long ago,
It was
Jim.
it was. And by the way, I gave that site a rest for at least 6 months. I just went back on it not long ago, and there was a huge number of the same fucking moronic idiots on there because they are too stupid, shallow, or they're retarded, or it's a phony. Dude, it's ridiculous. I just had an argument with one of them that I talked to last year, and fucking, I says, you know what? No one's gonna date a fucking rude prude. She, oh, whatever. I'm like, yeah, you're a prude. I go, you want to keep a guy? This is again for the whole world out there.
Right.
You want to keep a relationship with a man? All we want to do is eat and fuck. That's it. It's simple. That's what men want.
Hey, when is your
relationships.
when is your next comedy show?
I'm taking a break from that right now.
Oh.
I got other shit going on, but yeah, basically, the cleaning company I wanted to promote.
Okay.
The fight, as you know, is coming up.
When is that?
That's the 28th.
Oh, this month, the 28th, Saturday.
Correct. At the Showboat in Atlantic City at 7:30.
Chris, is that going to be a legit fight? Because there are people worried that if that fight is legit and not at least a little bit staged, that there could be a death.
It's legit. Well, who says there could be a death?
That people are worried there could be a death and that you would be the person who would unfortunately pass away. It's what people are worried about.
No.
It's what I've read.
Oh, well, let them think that.
I think Chris would probably do better than people think because Lenny Dykstra is an athlete, but Lenny hasn't exactly taken complete care of himself. So I think you might have the advantage.
Lenny drew blood from Chris at a press conference.
Yeah, by accident. Chris wasn't ready.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you
my hands are down.
Are you intimidated,
That's what.
Chris? Are you scared?
No, well, of course not. Would I do this if I was?
Right, of course not. Why would you be? It's just a fight.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, keep in touch. Let us know what's going on. And we're sorry things didn't work out with Mary Jean. It happens.
But good to know from Troy that she is still doing
okay.
well. She was hanging out with Troy the past
yeah.
couple
Good,
days.
Good.
Want more Jim and Sam? Catch up with full episodes and interviews from celebrity guests anytime on demand using the SiriusXM app.